Unknown, do you want to do it? You'll do another round? Yeah, sure. That's at least 3 yeses. That's enough. Monarch Orm of the Heart Dynasty, presiding over the kingdom. First time here, interested in this game? Well, exclamation join with your pronoun again. You hurry, you might be the leader. There you go, you are a Grandee for your first game. Now it seems like people are landing on their previous factions, which is neat. Appler, were you were a Grandee last time, weren't you? It keeps teams from last time. That's how it works. Awesome. If we join a game that was continued, we stay where we were. Nice. Alright, well, that's enough to start the game. Anyone else who wants to join, if you were in the previous game or this game, exclamation join, followed by your pronoun, and it will throw you on a faction. You can join at any point during the game, so if you want to lurk for a bit, that's fine. I'll take the time to explain the rules as they come out. Okay, so there's a Dynasty event, and I'm really... The stats continue as well. Oh man, the stats were brutal. Okay, cool. Before we jump into the Dynasty event, let's coronate the new queen. Your Majesty, you might have won the throne from Monarch Smugsworth, but you still have to answer to the council. As is tradition, they will decide what happens at your coronation. Sweet, let's make our families powerful and rich. They kind of already are. Not the most powerful, but you're leading in everything else. Should I change into my waterproof robes then? Maybe for the best, Your Majesty. Shall we call the nobles in? Alright. So, since there's a new player here, I'll explain the voting. When it becomes time to vote, type exclamation vote followed by the letter representing your choice. So like A, hold a pagan northern ceremony. B, that will raise defiance of the other nations, lower stability, and lower faith. You can invite foreign dignitaries to show off our wealth. That'll spend the treasury of the monarch, raise trade and wealth for everybody. You can throw the monarch in a river, or outdated traditions, no coronation for all. That lowers authority. Now I can do some modifiers here. Like I'm gonna veto the foreign dignitaries because I don't have a ton of treasury, so I don't want you spending it. So, voting has begun. And you can just follow suit like Applerponk did, and yeah, there you go. Outdated traditions, throw the monarch in the river. How many nobles do I have? 5. Everyone's voted. Outdated traditions. There's no need for a coronation. It is decided there will be no coronation. Authority is dubious. But the nobles have spoken. I'm sorry, Your Majesty. Maybe you could put the crown on and in front of a mirror and pretend? The lack of a coronation bewilders the common folk, most of whom won't see your name or face until the new coins are minted. What does our faction stand for? You decide that at the end of this turn. But generally, lower yellow guys are faith-based. Yeah. Thanks, chat, for explaining for the new guy. Really appreciate it. Path to victory. Your Majesty, history books do not look kindly upon usurpers, unless, of course, they prove themselves worthy of the throne they have stolen. When you die, how will the kingdom remember you? As a peacekeeper. An admirable aim. I suggest, over the next few years, you focus on improving the kingdom's stability as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Alright. Now we're going to deal with the giants, and then after that, I think you guys choose your plots. You're sitting victorious atop your new throne, lovingly sculpted from the bones of fallen warriors. You don't have much time to feel smug, however. Your Majesty, most of the ice giants who came down here during Ragnarok have returned to the frozen waste, thank the ninth. But there's still a few stragglers, war bands roaming the countryside, causing chaos. What should we do? Ever since someone invited them down here, the giants have proven difficult to dislodge. Ooh. Hunt them down, every last one. That's a 40% dice roll. Bribe. Recruit them into the army. Or let them roam freely. I'm gonna monarch vote for fighting them. My monarch vote's worth 2. Vote A. We've got 2 for A. Actually, yeah. That's gonna be it. We're gonna roll the dice on this one. You assembled the troops of the kingdom and set off to hunt down the last remnants of Ragnarok. Naturally, the chiefs, experts on dealing with giants, lead the vanguard. Unfortunately, the ice giants proved formidable opponents, big, blue, and mean. Thousands of warriors die, and the losses are mostly northern. The military going down, the east was already 0, and yeah. Eventually, inch by inch, the giants are driven back into the frozen waste, but they leave a trail of bones in their wake. You can make a table to match your throne. Alright, let's learn about your plots, I think. Orl of the Mr. Moosh Dynasty, powerful eastern bird breeder, leans delicately on a podium, sighing. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false Monarch Orm wears the crown. Subterfuge, doppelganger, intimidation. Lower stability, lower defiance, raise stability. This vote is for Moosh and Bottle of Water. Oh. Bloody Master hopped back in. Welcome. Subterfuge. Lower stability. So you're just going to fight directly with me. I see how it is. The Counts plan to replace the Monarch's advisor with their own agents. First, they must prove that they're doing a bad job. To advance their scheme, Counts must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Ursa, of the Unknown Laws clan, Eccentric northern hero stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, screaming like a fallen god. Chiefs of the North, Monarch Orm has abandoned the ways of our people. Put me on the throne. I will stay true to our traditions. Prophecy victory or Hornblower victory? That vote is for unknown laws alone. Raise authority, lower faith. Going for raise authority. The chiefs plan to realize an ancient northern prophecy. Before the new queen rises, the kingdom will be ruled by a mad tyrant. To advance their scheme, chiefs must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Yeah, that doesn't sound too difficult. Fabia, of the Bloodmaster lineage, notorious southern orator, stands sunbathed in sunshine, speaking softly. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Witch hunt, fervor, or excommunication? This is a vote for the Grandees, the 3 of them, Applerponk, Bloody Master, and Berserker. Your faith is already extremely high, that's a witch hunt. Your farming is extremely high, that's fervor. Excommunication, lower stability, yeah. You know what, you've already achieved all 3 of those goals, I think. So, yeah, good call on the witch hunt. There's all sorts of heresy in the capital, and the Grandees intend to expose it. First, they must ensure the South is beyond reproach. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must be the region with the highest faith in 3 seasons. Yep, there it is. Alright. So 2 have already achieved their goals, and authority just needs to be increased by 1. Let's see. I'm gonna do anonymous voting. Is my superpower this season. The Honor Guard. It went well last time. Good news, Your Majesty. I have received a vision. I saw you bathed in holy light, bathed in blades and missiles crumbling to dust before they could reach you. You do not need to recruit an honor guard. The 9th god will shield you from all harm. I've never seen the 9th protect someone from a sword through the chest. You need tangible guards, Your Majesty. I've made my decision. I wait your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty. I have not seen Eastern Knights yet, so that's what I'm getting. How could you choose them? Defiance goes up in other places. I will make arrangements at once. Is the Middle Land the Royal Demesne? Yeah, I believe so. I don't know if... So, I've got a Twitch extension. I feel like you can crawl around the map somehow, but I don't know how it works from the viewer side. Foolishness. Do not trust the protections of the 9th. This kingdom grows more faithless by the day. You can't? Ah, that's a bummer. Oh. Yeah, I like it. I've got Vampire Knights. The knights arrive a few weeks later. They're all extremely pale and extremely polite. The commander introduced herself with a florid bow before reading out a poem she's written for the occasion. Yeah, they are kind of cool. Like, I've never been disappointed with, like, an honor guard yet. Yeah, so I can go over the regions here. This is the capital. This is where I live. This is the east. This is where the counts are from. This is the north. And down here we have the south, the Grandees. I think they can kind of fluctuate a little bit, but I don't think that's ever actually mattered. I suppose we'll learn. It doesn't? Yeah. Wild beast attacks. Your Highness, I bring ill tidings from the north. Wildlife has gone berserk in rural areas. They are attacking villagers and travelers all across the region. Beasts, you say? Can't you deal with them yourself? These are not mere beasts, your majesty. Oh, is this Unknown Laws? You changed your drip. You look nice. Clearly twisted by some magic. Some say they walk and talk like people. The northern warriors are afraid. They say the creatures are a dark omen, a sign of the end. Blood and stars. Sorry. I try not to give my viewers silly voices, but you walk in with blood and stars. Blood and stars. What's gotten into these chiefs that they can't handle a few wild animals? Yeah, you look the most vampiric. The other regions have plenty of their own problems, Your Grace. No one wants to march up to the frozen north for something like this. Then what am I to do? A point of order, Your Highness. Though the church's presence in the north is minimal, we could provide shelter for those who need it. All will be welcome, whether they be adherents of the true God or not. It's the least we can do. Or not. Or if you can afford it, send a detachment of mercenaries who aren't afraid of a few wild bears. That should put an end to this crisis. Let's see. What am I trying to do? Nothing that is affected here, but let's not spend my money. Spending all my money has never gone well for me. So, Northerners fend for themselves is A, defiance up, authority down, farming down, or instruct the Northerners to hide in the church, farming down, faith up. Yeah. I don't blame you. The Northerners have a pretty cool religion already. You explain that pest control is not usually part of the monarch's mandate, but the chiefs do not agree. Strange beasts continue to ravage the northern countryside, continually looting any soldiers sent after them. At the very least, their attacks lessen with time. They have giants. They don't seem to have giants anymore. They were all chased off, and the few that remained were also chased off, just very slowly and brutally. Brutal in the other direction. An invitation. Your Majesty, this year we'll be holding the winter feast in my clan hall. It would be an honor if you could attend. Let's not start any rebellions just yet, especially with the ones with the highest military. I look forward to it. I can't wait. Winter feast is a special time of year, you'll see. Yeah, actually, they can already almost rebel. Yeah, right? Okay, so funding. For the new players, to fund a project, you type !fund, the letter of the thing you want to fund, followed by the amount you want to fund it by. So like !fund a 100 would spend 100 of your personal gold to buy this grand bazaar to raise trade for the chiefs. Yeah, you can't fund until I start it, but Moosh is already trying to lowball C to lower stability for $1. Alright, starting the auction. Also, only 2 buildings can make it. Bottle of water telling Moosh what to do. Fair, fair. Moosh was being a tutorial. I appreciate it. Nobody wants anything. Y'all want to hang on to your precious wealth. You can't take it with you, you know. Oh wait, no, never mind. I am familiar with the tactics here. You guys like to wait to the last possible second to drop money like that. And wow. Okay, you guys might be lagging a little bit. Bloody Master, however, got everything he ever wanted. Alright, so if you guys are like 5 seconds behind, and I feel like you might be, you can hit F5 or Control F5 to refresh the stream, and that might get you more in sync. And I will wait for like 3 seconds so you don't miss anything. Starting now, I'm going to drink some tea. Gulp. Little ASMR for you. Alright, let's find a spouse, one of those things. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men? Women? Or do you not mind? Men, I think. What's your pronoun here? He, him. I believe the relationship was set in stone when, back when she was just a claimant. It's an easy enough decision. You'll marry into the chiefs as we agreed to take you to the throne. Right? Right? Did I might have clicked through something and missed it. Too bad we don't have a coast, no fish prints. Hey, how do you spot Will Smith in the snow? You look for the fresh prints. Huh? Huh? Alright. Moving on. Arm shortage. Your Grace, the situation in the east is dire. Our peasant levies have suffered dreadfully in the last few seasons. The ones you raised yourself, by the way. And are now refusing to serve in any future military action. I'm worried for the safety of my fellow counts. We must bolster our dwindling forces in the east. Who knows what will happen to our people without protection? Sorry, I'm just gonna keep you guys from spending my money at every opportunity. So no mercenaries. Conduct an extensive Eastern recruitment campaign, authority role. Force farmers to join the military, farming down, military up. East has no need for soldiers. Stability role. Forced farmers to join the Eastern military. Again. The farmers who refused to join. I mean, you do desperately need some troops, that's true. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's probably what I would choose too, even though... Look, it's just rough being a count. On all accounts. Haha. Get it? All accounts. Anyway. Moving on. I've chosen that somebody... Yep. Sorry, I can't afford to be bailing the counts out of everything. They would take all of my money. Pressing peasants into military service is a tradition dating back to yesterday. Hundreds of years. It alleviates the arms shortage in the East, and hopefully doesn't create another. Alright, more beast attacks. Just more and more problems in the East. You must do something about the wild animal problem. Your Majesty, it's getting out of control. What wild animal problem? Great beasts have migrated from the north and are ravaging our crops. I wouldn't rule out the possibility of a ploy by the chiefs. Those heathens have no respect for their neighbors. I tried to warn you. Can't blame us for this. Settle down, both of you. We'll just have to vote on the issue. Pay for mercenaries? Yeah. Military up. Let the counts deal with the problems themselves, military role. Or denounce the chiefs for letting this happen. I'm gonna vote for the counts dealing with it. Yep. Military up, treasury down. Yeah. How about that? Counts deal with it. Denounce the chiefs. 2 more votes, I think, out there. Denouncing the chiefs. Oh, I think the count, because the monarch's vote is worth 2, I think this one wins. Oh, voting tied at 2. So I break it. Well, deal with it yourselves. Monarch's vote is worth 1. Okay. It's fair. But I voted really, really hard this time. You do your best to diplomatically explain to Countess Bottle of Water that your hands are tied, but she is none too happy. My authority is mocked. Despite their best efforts, the Counts proved no match for the frighteningly organized beasts. The Easts are devastated by rabid creatures. The farming is starving, military is helpless, and you're a little defiant. I'm not gonna lie, Counts, that's pretty funny. Trade isn't that bad. Yeah. I don't know what you trade. Dead counts? Peasant bones? What, that you're refusing to assist us? Yeah, that's pretty funny. Far to the north, where snow blankets the landscape and wolves howl in the night, the chiefs uncover an ancient prophecy foretelling the rise of the tyrant monarch and the warrior who will overthrow them.